Hello and welcome to Knitting in the Shire, episode 2. Out of nowhere, this one is all about wool, fibre and spinning. So this is kind of a standalone episode, so if you are not interested in spinning, this won't be of interest to you, I imagine. And yeah, I'll be talking about a very beginner starting to learn how to spin on a drop spindle, and I'll be talking a bit about fibre and getting started. And so you won't learn anything from this, but if you're starting to spin, I do think it's nice sometimes to kind of join other people who are starting things. So that's what this episode is about. So if you're into spinning, especially if you're a beginner like me, then keep watching. So spinning. I have an amazing colleague with an amazing father who very kindly gifted me an entire sheep's fleece. It's because I started to go back to the beginning. I've wanted to spin for ages, and my mum and dad very kindly bought me a lovely Kromsky spinning wheel, which you can see just behind me there. Hang on, I'll get out of the way so you can actually see. Oh no, you can't. But yeah, they got me a Kromsky, and I was really struggling. I just couldn't get it to work. I practiced with yarn, and I thought, oh, I've kind of got it. And then, yeah, for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work with actual fleece or with actual fibre. So, long story short, I decided that I would try with a drop spindle, see if I could master a drop spindle, and then understand how fibre works a bit better. And then I thought that would allow me then to spin on the spinning wheel. So anyway, I'd been chatting away to my work colleague, and yeah, his dad, that's Charlie choking in the background, my friend's dad gave me a fleece, just completely so generous. And so this is just a sample of the fibre. So it's untreated, just straight off the sheep kind of fibre. Isn't it wonderful? I wish I had smell-o-vision, because the smell is incredibly strong. It's really strong. It's lanolin, and I can feel it. It leaves a sort of residue. So I'm going to do a bit of research, because I know that there's quite a lot to do. I know I need to comb it. I suspect I'll need to wash and comb it, but I'm going to do a lot of YouTubing, and I'm going to find out, what do I do with this fantastic, I mean, look at it. Look at that. Wonderful fibre. But obviously I'm going to have to do quite a lot to it. So what I started on the drop spindle with was very different. What I started with was this beautiful, fine, very soft merino. There's my dog barking now. It's got a sparkle in it, but whether you'll be able to see that on camera or not, I don't know. But it's lovely, it's so soft. And this was gifted to me. This was a birthday present from a friend. And it turns out it's very difficult to start. It's very difficult. Hang on, I better make sure Charlie's okay. Okay, Charlie's decided to be noisy today, so hopefully it'll calm down now. So I was just explaining that this is the fibre that I had. My friend gifted it to me when I got my Kromsky spinning wheel, and it's very fine, very soft, very fluffy, and I was really struggling with it. So, to the spindle. I got a beautiful spindle from Northern Spindles. I'll put links to all this stuff down below. It's laburnum woods, and it's a drop spindle, and it's absolutely stunning. The wood is just beautiful, and they do... Charlie's making really mad noises again. I don't know how much the microphone's going to pick that up. Yes, so they do some videos that they kind of link to when you buy the spindles. They were really, really helpful. So I have been using the park and draft method because I'm such a beginner, and I don't know if you can see, my attempts are not great. I mean, it's really chunky, it's very twisted, not in a good way. I definitely have not mastered it yet, but it's not so bad. I'm managing to kind of get something, and that's the main thing. So anyway, I was talking to my work colleague, and he said probably the fibre you're using isn't the best one for a beginner. So I did a bit of research, and Northern Spindles suggested Jacob. So oddly enough, I had ordered some Jacob fibre. It arrived today, the same day that my colleague gave me an entire bin bag full of raw fleece. So I have here some Jacob, and this, look at that. So this is its natural colour. And this apparently is one of the best fibres to try if you are just starting out with a drop spindle. Now, so what I need to do is find out how I get this like this. I don't know how well that's picking up on the camera, because you can see this has been combed and it's very soft and sort of ready to go, and this is the straight off the sheep. So my plan is to get this into a similar state to this, and then spin it all up on my drop spindle. I think that this will have a lovely natural creamy colour. This is a beautiful warm brown. I don't know how well it's picking up on the camera. This I could dye. There's so much of it that I can keep some of it natural. I can try dyeing. I'd be interested to know if any of you are spinners. Do I dye the fibre and then spin it up, or do I spin it and then dye it, or does it not matter? These are the things I just don't know. I'm such a beginner with all of this stuff. So yeah, this is wonderful. I'm really looking forward to learning to spin properly, and you know, I hope that one day I might be able to go from straight off the sheep to a knitted garment. How amazing would that be? I know a lot of people do spin out there, so any advice, very welcome. This light's incredibly unflattering, but I hope it's good at bringing out the colours and I feel like the brown of this isn't coming out. It's much warmer in real life. It's got this beautiful sort of warmth to it that I don't think the camera's picking up. And this, wow, if you could just smell it, so strong. When I first unpacked it, Charlie was like, wow. So Charlie, my dog, was like, what's this? What have you brought into the house? Because yeah, really strong. So my spinning journey has really got off to a good start. I've got loads of fibre. So I'm really interested. Anyone who's got advice about this stuff, I've got loads of the brown. So I've got 2 of these and a whole bag of the raw fleece. So wow, you know, I'd be really interested in any advice anyone has for the drop spindle primarily, because that's what I would like to sort of start off with. And then if anyone has a Kromsky spinning wheel, I'll take a little bit of footage of it separately so that you can see what it looks like. I feel like I should have mastered it and I just somehow haven't, and I'm not sure. I think it's something to do with the fibre. I'm not drafting it very well, or I'm not understanding how it works properly. But I'm getting there with the drop spindle, so I think that was a really good call. So yeah, I love it so far. Spinning's great fun. Okay, so you couldn't really see the Kromsky, but here it is here. It's kind of threaded up with wool at the moment. But yeah, this is it here. It's quite basic, but yeah, it's. I think it's a really good starter one. It's really affordable. I just can't seem to get it to work. So, thank you so much if you've watched this episode to the end, and thank you to the people who subscribed on my last video. I'm so grateful and so honoured. I feel like at the moment I'm kind of finding my way with this stuff. So, thank you so much for subscribing and for the people who watched my videos. And I hope that the content I create will get better and more interesting as I go along. But thank you so much for watching. And my next update is going to be the 1940s jumper, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the 1940s. I'm going to do a little bit of history. I'm a museum curator, and I would like to just talk a little bit about clothes and fabric rationing and the kind of reasons for the styles that were in fashion in the 40s. And I'll update you on my progress with my 1940s Aurora jumper, and I might show you some of my more contemporary knitting, because you won't have a clue what my level of expertise is, or lack of. So I thought it might be nice actually to show you some of my knitted garments that I have done from more modern patterns. So yeah, that will be episode 3, and I hope that you'll join me then.